going on? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Instagram Live. Tune in from Kenya. What's going on? What's going on tonight? Let's get it right. All right, man. What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? I need to make an announcement. I need to make an announcement so you know, if you are one of these people that streams my shows and think you're going to get away with it, I'm letting you know right now that this stream is being streamed live to YouTube. Okay? What does that mean? What does that mean? It's being streamed live to YouTube right now, so you decide to think you're going to copy the screen and stream it. It's being streamed live to YouTube behind the paywall, for members only. So that means you might lose your channel. So I'm tired of people just copying my streams and thinking they're just going to do what they want to with it. So this isn't like a normal YouTube live stream. This is being streamed to members only. So if you decide that you want to do that, okay, take your shot. But when you wake up and your channel is gone tomorrow, don't act like you didn't know. So I've given enough fair notice. Enough fair notice. And let's see, I wish I could actually flip the screen around so you can actually see me on YouTube and then Instagram streaming live. So if you want to watch it on YouTube, feel free. People keep talking about add me. I don't know you. I don't know you, and why should I add you? Because you don't even know what we're talking about right now. Tonight, we are talking about this whole notion of bad chick, boss bitch, or bullshit. So, like I always do, I don't just go on what I think. I'll generally put out a poll or something like that to ask the question. So I said, ladies, name your favorite boss chick or bad bitch. Over 300 comments. But I also want to tell you guys some of the comments I saw, okay? I hearted some of them. Somebody said Nia Long. Several people said Beyonce. Somebody said Mariah Carey. One woman said Serena Williams. Somebody said Ruby Rose. A few people said Candace Owens. Angela Bassett. Somebody said Coach Stormy, Rihanna, Toya Myers, Oprah Winfrey. Several for Nicki Minaj, Lynn Whitfield, Saucy Santana, and the list goes on. Queen Latifah, MC Light. And what I did is I said, okay, all right, let's do something, okay? Let's do something. One, before we kind of just get out there, we need to put some parameters to this. So I said, number one, when you talk about these bad bees, okay? You take out the women who are over 45 by default. The general women who are over 45, you take them out. But you also have to do something else. You have to say, even if they're over 45 or under 45, you got to take out the women who did not identify themselves as bad bees or boss chicks. Like Diane Carroll. There's never a time that I recall herself referring to herself as anything like that. Okay? So if the woman over a certain age didn't refer to herself as that, but now if she's referred to herself in print, in her music, in her art as a bad chick or a boss bee, that's cool. So it kind of left the list. It kind of whittled the list down. And there are a lot of what I would consider obviously public figures in here. My question to every woman who identifies with bad chick or boss chick energy. One question and one question alone. Do you want their family life? Do you want their family life? Not their social life, because you can have an idea of what the social life is. Do you want their family life? That's the question. Do you want their family life? And if not, why are so many women championing what you consider to be bad bitch or boss bitch energy, all this other kind of stuff, if you wouldn't choose to switch and take their family life? Bottom line, because one of the things is I think a lot of women sit back and it looks good to you. If you are a nurse or a pharmacy tech or working in customer service somewhere, I think a lot of women, I talk to a lot of women and it looks exciting. It looks like women who are in charge. They're making money. They don't have to report to a boss. They're living life on their own terms. They're taking charge. But then ask yourself how many of these so-called self-proclaimed bad bitches or boss chicks are married? How many of them are married to men of value, men that they value? That's why I didn't want to use anybody's name, because it's not about anybody in particular. It's about an overall, it's about marketing. A lot of you ladies have bought into the notion that if you make a lot of money and got this outsized personality, that's going to make you happy. And you're going to get men at your feet or something. And I'm like, where do you see these bad chicks or boss bitches with men they value? What you tend to see more often than not is beautiful hair, great fashion sense, amazing pictures, nice trips, nice Instagram, good stuff. But the men you typically see these women around are beneath them. Just like a high-value man has to settle for a woman. You ain't seen a man on their level. You ain't seeing them walking around with millionaires. Why is that? Well, maybe it's choice. Maybe it's what they like. And here's the thing. I'm not here to talk about any of their choices. My thing is, if you like the bad bitch, boss chick thing, are you happy with the outcomes of your life? Now, I asked somebody this the other day. I asked a woman this the other day. At what age do you think women in general, black women in particular, kind of wake up from this delusion that you can be a boss chick, a bad bitch, and have it all, and da-da-da-da-da? And she said about 40 years old. And I'm like, I honestly, from what I've seen, I don't think they wake up until they're about 60 years old. 60 years old, and by that time, it's too late. At 60 years old, it's too late to be sitting around talking about, there was a twerk contest of women in their 50s and 60s. We're talking about women with straight up granny fupas. We're talking about women built like Play-Doh, built like melting snowmans, getting out there twerking. I'm like, taking their shoes off. I'm like, I can see your corns from here. You got to use Vagisil to get down. What are you talking about? But that's the problem with this bad bitch, boss chick energy. It never stops. You got women, it used to be 40, but now 40 is the new 20. So now you got 40-year-olds still trying to kick it like they're 20, but they can't bounce back like they're 20. Then you got 50-year-olds talking about, I don't get the same attention as I used to get when I was a young 20-something model. So where do you really tend to see it stopping? You don't tend to see women over 60 complaining about the sexual marketplace, because that's done. That's globally. But I'm going to say, personally, what I've seen, especially in our community, you got women who are in their mid-50s, 60s, still thinking they can get down. So, is the boss chick bad bitch? Is it bullshit? Because I think it's bullshit because most women can't live that way. You know, I think that the women who promote this stuff to you, they got products to sell, courses to sell, you know, and you, in order to live this bad chick boss bitch thing, you got to make $250,000 or more. Actually, more than that, $500,000. You can't be a boss chick and a bad bitch making $100,000 a year. You got to be $500,000 or more. And I'm sorry, that's about the top 1% of women. So why is it you have women who are making high 6 figures, 7 figures, maybe even 8 figures, trying to tell average middle class, workaday women that you could be bad chicks and boss bitches? Because there's money in keeping you deluded. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's talk about it. I want to talk to women specifically who think the bad bitch, boss chick energy, the independent, go get the bag girls, is the way to go for most women. That's what I want to talk to you. If you really think, I want to hear that you tell your side why this is the way to go for women. Let's get it. Oh yeah, if you've been on here 2 or 3 times, yeah. So let's get it up. All right. Now here's the people, y'all in there just dissing folks. Oh yeah, I can now add moderators to the chat room. That's a good thing. Have I seen the DJ Envy video? Yes, I have. I will be discussing it. But, you know, even though he lied on me, and yes, DJ Envy, you straight up lied on me, I got rules. And married couples, you know, I got to see how I'm going to approach it. Yeah, just because he decided to lie on me doesn't mean I just kick my standards. So let's get it. Hello. All right. Hello.
Hello?
You got it? Okay. When you get on camera, if you are requested to go live with me, I pick people at random. You need to be on camera, light source in front of your face. If I click on and your camera is dark, I'm going to assume you're a troll and I'm going to hang it up. B, don't hit the request to join live and not be ready. You're looking nice and cozy. Yeah, it's kind of chilly out here tonight. Be on camera. Bad bees that they can't get on camera. Y'all be ready. All right. So, hello. How are you?
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 28.
All right. So, are you down for this boss bitch, bad chick energy?
Sure, because I feel like it's inevitable if you're not going to be married and you're not planning to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why not? If you're not going to be a wife or present yourself as such, what else are you going to do? What else are you going to do?
Be normal. Be normal.
What is normal in this generation? What is normal? Really, literally, what's normal? That's just where I'm at.
Okay. You want to know?
Yes.
Are we being serious? Or are you
I'm
being
being so serious.
okay?
So serious.
Be normal is a 9 to 5 productive citizen. Take off the excessive makeup and the wig, and go do what women have always done.
Right.
But my question is, what you said is, if you're not going to get married or present yourself as a wife, why not be a boss B? Because it's an act. It's
Yeah,
an
that's
act.
why I agree. I agree. Like for me, for example, all the makeup and stuff that I wear now, it's it's for social media. I love, and I'm not reading the comments because I know they go in on your thing. But
Yeah, don't worry about
for
the comments. I'm
me,
not reading the comments either. But this is how the conversation.
it's like it's many things. I do makeup and hair for a living, so I have fun with it. And really, this is going to kind of touch on what you're speaking on. I'm kind of in that weird space where I'm 28, I'm pushing 30, but the things I do are still very young-minded, like the makeup and the hair. But I'm also in that category of what you were talking about, like last week, the entrepreneur. That's just what I do. So it's like I do get judged quickly off of just little things. People don't even know me. That's life. But people see you, and the first thing they say, "Oh, look at her. She's got these."
It's not life. It's you made choices
Life, yeah, yeah.
to
And
be
I've made choices in life.
independent. You made choices to be independent. Well, because okay, the choices you made to do, what do you say you do makeup?
Yeah, I've been doing it for 9+
Okay,
years.
but hold on. But you're 28. You could have chosen to do a boring ass job like your mother and your grandmother and women before you. You could have chosen just to
And I
be.
did. I did both. I did both. I even tried doing it all at the same time.
No, that's not what that. See, that's not what they did. See,
That's
one
true.
thing that I find with modern women is you guys get bored quickly and y'all want to be entertained all the time. And I mean, no offense when I say this, but it's almost like y'all are children. Y'all don't want to
You are
grow
very
up.
young-minded, and we
But
always say that
but
men are young-minded, but I feel like y'all.
but the difference is reality comes for you 40 years before it comes for 30 years before it comes for your counterparts. Because you
Allegedly.
could do this at 28, but what does life look like at 60 years old at this pace? No
For me
family, no
personally,
kids at 60.
for me personally,
Yeah.
oh God, I hope I'm dead. I hope to God he takes me home. Because I mean, there's like, why I understand why women choose this thing. It is a cope. A lot of things in life are just copes, don't you
So you
think?
hope to be, so are you serious? You hope to be dead by 60?
If I'm not in a happy, loving relationship, I hope that I've left a good mark on this earth. I hope I just set my, not even alone, because I'm very big on co-parenting. It's because I have boys. So I hope their dads and I have gave them very good examples, the best we could before I leave. And I give them what I can because, yeah, I mean, like you said, I've made decisions and I can only do my best at this point. 28, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm divorced. You helped me realize I'm probably for the streets, Kevin. I'm probably
Well,
for the streets.
I don't know you, but my thing is, why are you giving up?
You were talking about it last week and you asked the question, basically, should we give up? And I think I should. I think it's time. And I don't even aim for high value men. My personal issue is, I'm just trying to be in a relationship. I have mental issues, and I realize that and I understand that.
But
And
in order to be in a relationship, what kind of man do you want to be in a relationship with?
personally, I go for affection. Like I want to protect her and provide her and stuff. But
I need you
that's
to
my
focus
problem.
on what I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
What is his career? Don't tell
That's
me
my
the
problem. That's
feelings.
my problem. I don't care.
Don't tell me the feelings. Tell me what he does for a living.
That's my problem. I never think about that. It's my problem. I'm not thinking about
And you
that
have
stuff. I'm all
children?
like lovey-dovey, wanting to
You
be
have
in love.
children?
Yes, I'm divorced. I have children.
How many kids?
We have 2.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a direct question. When are you going to grow up?
Only time will tell.
Well, see, the thing is, a man couldn't do what you do. A
What do you
man could
mean?
not be 28 years old and have 2 children and be this rootless because child support will put him in jail. We can't go through life this way. We have to grow up. So my thing is, I get that you say you want to be in a relationship, and and the only way you're going to get what you want is to mature, and
Right.
act like a mature mother, divorcee woman, mother of two. This is giving me high school vibes.
Right. And that's the thing, I've already chosen. And you're saying why? I guess it's just
Okay.
I guess I've chosen to choose influencer, and you know what I'm saying?
Well,
I
no, I
chose
don't.
that.
I don't because I know most people who call themselves influencers are making me. I don't want to get too personal, but are you making substantial money?
No, not at all. I'm not saying that I'm financially stable because of it. I'm just saying I did choose this.
But let me take it away from. But let me take it away. If you were trying to be a singer or an actress, and you couldn't book any gigs, at some point you'd have to go get a job. So you have to deal with reality. And this is the problem with this bad bitch boss chick energy. It breeds a delusion to where
It
it's like.
is. I agree. I think it's just a cope.
Have
I
you had,
agree.
you
I don't
had,
disagree.
well, I guess what I'm looking at, but who has custody of the kids?
Me, but this is really personal. But as of this year, I let them know that, and yes, it's two. I let them both know that I think it's appropriate for men to raise boys. If I'm not your wife, I don't think it's appropriate for a mentally unstable, financially irresponsible Black woman to raise
You have two different
Black
fathers?
men. Yeah, the first one I married at 19, and the second one he proposed.
And how old is your youngest child?
2. I have an 8 and a 2-year-old.
Yeah. So, well.
But yeah, like I said, as of this year,
last question. Who champions boss chick bad bitch energy in Hispanic, Asian, Middle Eastern, and white culture?
In
Which
Spanish.
Yeah, Hispanic. Like which? Like if you had if you had to
Cardi
say, hold on. If you had to say, here are some white women who are public figures who champion the bad bitch boss stuff energy in white America. Here are the Asian women who champion the bad bitch boss chick thing in Asia. Outside of Black women, who's doing this in their culture?
Ready? These are my choices.
But I'm asking, what other culture or race of women is doing this?
Oh, what other race actually identifies that way?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's living their life like this.
I think many women are doing it because it's just a trend.
But I'm saying, okay, many. Then name me some non-Black women who are prominent in their culture who are doing it.
They're influencers. Like there's a bunch of thick Asian women that do nails,
Name them.
Okay. Her name is she does nails, and she was on and she goes with another girl too, and they just made a little video where they're saying we're not the same person.
Okay, but they're not. But what I'm saying is they're micro influencers. They're not major.
Okay.
Name me the
Lovely Mimi. Her name's Lovely Mimi.
Name me the major people.
Main people don't talk like that.
Major.
They don't. Yeah, major people don't talk like that.
Why?
They're holding themselves up to a different.
If I ask you to do that with Black women, you could name me a lot of Black major figures who champion this.
I mean, I would say Cardi B. She's Hispanic. You know, I really believe it's just a trend. Like it's just a thing. It's like what is even a bad bitch?
Cardi B identifies more with Black culture than Hispanic culture. So basically, what I'm trying to get you to understand is Black women are in particular. This is a thing with y'all. It has no long-term future. You can see how impractical it is, and no other group of women. Why aren't anybody else doing this? Why are they choosing boring and y'all are choosing this?
Well, I can only speak for myself. I really do believe it's a cope. I really do believe it's a cope for people that have already tried. Cope.
Cope. I don't think that. I think that I don't. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, I
Like
guess
a
that's your
settling,
opinion, but
kind of like
it's
a.
not coping. It's not really dealing with reality. I think one, this is what happens when you have no fathers and women are in charge of a community and women can just do what y'all want to, and that's fine. But then it comes with costs. It comes with consequences because you know at 60 it's not a good look. At 40 it's not a good look. So that's why I'm trying to understand the boss bitch bad chick energy doesn't end well. So you said if I'm not going to present my wife something like this or that, then why not? This is why not, because it ends badly. Then if you can agree that, then why continue to do it?
I don't think I personally do boss bitch anything. I'm just saying like it's
Yeah.
just a term. I feel like it's just a term. Like
It's
it's just
not a
a.
it's not a term. It comes with a look though.
Oh, I mean, I can. This is not an everyday thing for me. I don't walk around like this all the time.
Everybody, I think the audience understands what I'm talking about, and it's what it really comes down to is it comes with a and I'm trying to be as nice as possible, but it comes with an overall lack of seriousness. Women who the women who tend to aspire to this don't tend to be very serious, tend to be very creative and very flighty and open-minded, and it just sounds good. And you tell them, and then you have women up here who may have prominence and money who telling you you can be just like me, and no, you can't. Most people are going to be normal and average. And the issue is kids and relationships get caught up in this, and then when men are looking for wives, men can't keep families together with women who are all over the place. All right, appreciate it though.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, I think it's, I mean, you know, she was, you know, I guess the question I have is, why don't we see, you know, pick anybody out of any other culture and say, why aren't these women championing it? Because it's not sustainable long term. Let's take it one at a time. But, you know, good conversation. Hello.
Hi,
How old are you?
31.
Okay, so why do you support this bad bitch boss chick energy?
Well, one from past experiences, and I've noticed with I adopt a boss mentality where I'm an entrepreneur, building 3 businesses in the vertical, and I noticed a lot of the guys that I've dated in my past don't match up to what I'm doing in life. And I this one side.
What industry are you in?
I'm sorry,
What's your industry?
renewable energy and
So,
tech.
so is it multi-level marketing?
I set up the platform that, yeah,
So when you say you have 3 businesses, are they
yep.
all MLMs?
No, one is just solar for residential and commercial. Then we sell our technology software, CRM for businesses,
Mm-hmm.
capital
When you
firms.
look around these businesses, do you see them to be dominated by minorities?
No, I'm the only Black person and the only woman.
Okay. So, because there's so when people say entrepreneur, this is why I don't just use the word entrepreneur. Entrepreneur can mean almost anything,
Yeah.
and I'm finding that we have so many entrepreneurs under 30 with no track record of success, don't even have 5 years of track record. So I don't know what it means. That's my thing. You say you got 3 businesses. Did you go to college?
Yes, I did.
Did you finish?
No, I
Doesn't
did.
matter. I'm just asking.
No.
Okay. So you have 3 businesses, and you say you find it hard for guys to meet guys on your level. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm having trouble finding a guy who can actually keep up with my pace as far as work ethic. I'm running into guys that have too much time, and I really do.
You have any children?
No.
Okay. Okay. Guys who can't keep up, are these guys employed?
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Some are on the black market, and then I find some.
On the black market? Is that what you said?
Yeah, and the drug business, I guess, if you want to
Yeah,
call it.
as more as I do these focus groups, the more I sit down with black women, the more I'm starting to hear that y'all really don't, y'all will date a corporate banker and a drug dealer or a scammer just the same. Makes no sense to me.
They're all entrepreneurs. It just
That's
don't.
bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Because when I sit down with other races of women, they're repulsed by dudes who do illegal shit. Y'all just look at the money. But I'm no heat. No, I'm like, there's supposed to be a difference. You know, the guy who's an accountant versus the guy who's a drug dealer. He's like, well, fuck it. It's all the same. Well, no, it really ain't. It's not entrepreneurs. One's illegal, one's legal. One can has a future and one doesn't.
That's
So
true.
let's just assume that you are what you say you are. Why can't you date the corporate bankers and the finance guys and the lawyers and the cardiologists? Why can't you get those guys?
I do run into those guys, and right now, I'm finding synergy. I'm having a problem just having a synergy where I'm attracted to the work ethic and what they have going on, but on a personal level, it's not clicking.
Yeah, it's still, I ask you why you can't get them, not why they don't qualify for you.
I get them. It
No, no,
just
no, no. See,
turned off.
one of the big disconnects is you keep talking about men that don't qualify for you. I'm talking about the men you want. Why can't you get them? Because they exist.
But I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't have time to go out
Well,
and
if you got time to deal with men who don't qualify for you, you have time to deal with men who do.
having,
Who you do. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let's be real. If you got time to date drug dealers and dudes that are off on synergy, that's time. Time doesn't care where you put it. Why not put it with the caliber of men you want? The question is, can you get their attention?
I sure can. And what I'm
Then
telling
why, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Then if you can, make it make sense. Why you're choosing to not deal with these guys and you're dealing with these guys.
right now, I'm not dealing with anybody because I was
It's
able
not what
to.
I asked. That's not what I asked because you said
Why you cutting me
you
off?
said that, well, because I'm running my show and I'm going to do it. And if there's a problem, you can leave.
But how can you understand?
Because I'm running my show and I'm directing this conversation. I'm trying to get to the root of something because you're not answering my question. Now you're starting to deflect. I just simply asked you, man, because you're making it seem like the guys aren't on your level, and that's the issue. Granted, but there are men that you want. The men are above your level. I asked you, why can't you get with these men? And you said because of time. And I said, well, if you got time to deal with guys that aren't on your level, you can put that time into men that are on your level.
And what I did tell you is right now I've been on a hiatus because I was able to notice that. And now I don't have time for anything, even the latter on both sides of the spectrum.
So when you get to be 60 years old on this bad bitch boss energy, what is your familial and social life look like?
Right now, I don't really have much of a social life.
No, when you're 60. Fast forward to 60 years old, what does it look like?
I'm considering I'll probably have to buy my husband or just buy my fun at that time and just enjoy
Buy
life.
your what? Buy your fun?
Husband.
Then, because that's what tends to happen. Women who stay on this track end up alone, and they got to buy men. As long as you
So,
know what's coming up with it,
yes.
as long as you know what comes up with it, that's what you end up with. You end up with subpar men. So the question still is the payoff worth that?
Right now, I'll find the time.
No. Meaning, whatever you're doing right now, you know, are you making enough money to make it worthwhile to live this life of subpar men, and in the future having to buy substandard men? I mean, are you making millions?
No,
Are
not
you
yet.
making hundreds and hundreds of thousands?
Yes.
Yep. As long as you're happy with it,
But
because
how would you recommend I find that man?
they don't want you. They don't want boss bitches. They don't want none of this stuff. They want women who know how to work with a man. They want women who are agreeable. They want women who understand how to support. You're like, guys like that will work with you if there's money in it. Some of them may even decide to sleep with you, but no, they want women who are completely opposite. Because to be a boss bitch, the word is bitch, is disagreeable by nature. To
Well,
be
I
a
don't
bad,
say boss
but
bitch.
men don't want disagreeable women or women who are. And this is another word that we continue to use. We keep saying men don't want masculine women. We really need to say men don't want aggressive women. So
Aggressive.
the men that are up there, they want cooperative, agreeable, feminine women. That's the only way to get those men's attention.
Well, what in the times that we live in, we have so many women who have to work for self, take care of self. So you have no room left but to be a boss
Yeah, I'm
baby.
gonna destroy that whole argument tomorrow night. That's bullshit. I'm gonna completely destroy that. We have to argument. I said it Monday night. I'm going to completely obliterate that bullshit. It's a choice you all make.
So
It is a self-fulfilling prophecy. You decide to go down a role of being an independent, competitive woman and then lament the fact that you have to be independent and compete. Where there is women who choose to prioritize relationship, family, higher than being money. Those two women are existing. That's how the Hispanic community has supplanted the black community in under 50 years because they prioritize family over business. And they got more business and family than we do in less than 50 years.
you're right.
So tomorrow tune in. Tomorrow tune in. Because you just gave me the perfect lead. I'm going to completely destroy this with facts. Because you don't have to. You were told that this is what you should do. To go out and put career, job first. Then when that's done, go out and get a man.
But what if you're a woman, a single woman living in New York with no family and no support, and all you're doing is working for self? I don't have time to sit there and
What's
be
the question?
depressed.
If you're a single woman living in New York, okay, what did your mother raise you to be a wife?
No, my mother had me at 14.
Okay, well then that's probably part of the reason why you're a single woman living in New York. Leave New York. You have to live in New York. You ask, see, you don't see the question. You ask the question. First, I asked, were you raised to be a wife? The answer is no. Okay, fine. So you're already dealing with the femininity and an agreeableness deficit. Then you're in a rough and tumbled city. I tell you to leave New York to go where the cost of living may be lower and it's not as aggressive, but you don't want to. And that's part of the problem. What are you willing to give up to get what it is you want?
I would have to give up money to leave New York.
What is money? What is money?
Life, freedom.
That's bullshit. Money is a tool. You can't hug money. COVID should have told you one thing. Money didn't go get water and toilet paper for you. That's why this show exists right now. So many of you so-called money chicks ain't really getting no real money. You getting more than minimum wage, but you ain't getting millions.
I'm making way more than minimum wage.
Well, you're in New York too, so it's also 245% of the cost of living. So due respect, the average black woman in this country, 74% of black women earn less than $50,000. I seem to get a show where I'm attracting all of the black women in general, black women in particular, who are entrepreneurs and making six figures. I call bullshit on most of it. And here's the net of it. Why does that not prohibit other accomplished, entrepreneurial, working, educated women of other races from getting men? I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
That
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
well, you may, but
the CEO of Pepsi, when she went home to submit to her husband, the women every day
Most of
who
those
have
women,
more education make more money who still have families and have traditional relationships. Go ahead.
most of those women before they even became into the roles of power that they have with the families they have, a lot of their prospects, they found in high school or childhood friends, family friends. That's how
So
they.
you weren't around men in high school?
Yeah, of course I was. And my
So
child.
you were around, excuse me. So you were around prospects. You just weren't taught how to fish for them.
No, my prospect passed away.
Man, you just said you weren't taught how to be a wife. That's the difference. You were taught to be independent.
That still doesn't make me in the sense that I can't learn or be a wife, period.
You asked the question, ma'am. Don't get up. Okay, this is one thing that trips me out with you ladies. You ask the question and I give you the answer. So you're supposed to accept the fact that you are in a deficit. Are you as accomplished in your personal life as in your professional life?
Mm.
Then fix it. Check your ego, check your attitude, understand you need summer school for men. You need remedial man. You flunked husband. Get a tutor, take some of that money you making and put it into relationships because you can't fuck your checking account. You can't make babies with your 401k. And your insurance and your investment accounts ain't gonna change your diaper or give you your insulin or put your teeth in when you're 72.
So how do
Other
you?
women seem to recognize that family matters and men matter more than just an orgasm.
That's a fact. And I'm not one who don't feel like I necessarily need a man.
The problem is the original sin here is baby boomers and Generation X women didn't teach their daughters how to be wives. They taught you how to be independent, which is really to be a man.
Well, I was the man in the house growing up.
That's unfortunate. Blame your mama. You should have had a daddy. You should have had a man in the house, and your mama should have. And see, the thing is, if daddy wasn't there, we are okay to blame daddy for not being there, but we don't want to blame mama. You shouldn't have been that way. You should have had a dad. I should have had a dad. We should have all, prior to 1965, in the black community, we were married at an 80% rate. We didn't make babies out of wedlock. We actually chose one person, decided to stick with them, and worked together. Now we got a bunch of women who are working for self. And then you wonder why you end up alone, because you were raised to be independent. Huh?
So how do you feel like that? What would you
How do you
besides
do what? How do you fix it? Is
go
that
to
what you said?
school?
How do you do what?
How do you help with that besides just telling me to go to school to learn about a man?
Well, first of all, a couple of things. One, I'm a big believer in therapy, number one. Number two, yeah, this is a learned skill. If you wanted to be an attorney, you'd have to go to law school. Yes. Okay, here's a question. How much money are you prepared to invest in a 12-month period to get a man?
I would start at 5,000.
Better than most, but that's still kind of low, man. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the kind of men most women want are valuable. That's $400 a month. Due respect, man. If you're dating somebody, you go out 3 or 4 times, they just spent well over that. New York, you just go to Ocean Prime or Mastro's, and that's $150. You go out twice in New York, that's four.
To learn.
But but what I'm trying to get you to understand is, if I were dating you and we were dating in New York, every date would be $150, $200 without Uber. And all you're willing to put in is $400 a month to learn what you need to be next to me. But for me, I got to spend more money to get what you already gave other men.
Don't nobody have to spend money with me. You gotta spend time.
It's called dating.
I would do whatever it takes.
Okay, So to the audience understand the point that women, you think your pussy is worth more than my dick. You think your time is worth more than my commitment. And I'm sorry, there are far more of you than there are of these men over here. You got to earn the dick. You got to damn sure earn the high value little dick energy that all these women keep telling. These guys have little dick energy. Yeah, you got to earn all of it. Yep. You got to earn the high value little dick. Yep, that's what you got to do. And other women seem to understand that if you want a man of a certain level, you're going to have to earn it. You earn it with your femininity. You earn it with your fitness, your friendliness, your cooperative, your submissiveness, your ability to get along, your ability to cater to him. You do all of that up front ahead of the time, and you are easy to get along. You're easy. You're easy like a Sunday morning to be with. See, other women understand that. That's why they get married and stay married. And y'all like, well, he got it. I'm the queen. Queen? Ain't no queen without no king.
I don't have that type of energy. I'm just.
I know. I'm talking not to you. I'm talking through you. But at the end of the day, what the issue is women weren't taught how to be wives. All right. And so if I snap my fingers and made a wife school, and if I put $20,000 on it for 12 months, would you go?
I would.
Okay, but you just said you wanted to spend $5,000 in 1 year.
I
If I
said
said $20,000 in a year, okay, I'm just saying. But that's the thing that etiquette classes, all these things cost. Basically, what I'm trying to get you to understand is cost. And women, especially in our community, are okay with going into debt for college, going into debt for graduate school, going into debt for all kinds of things. But the notion of going into debt to learn how to do relationships tends to be repulsive. They think men should be free and that they're the prize. And here's the thing, no one's going to dispel you of this because the economy makes more money off of you being over there.
all right. So I want to. Where do I start then?
Leave New York. Leave New York. Dead ass. Leave New York. I'm dead ass serious. New York is not a good place to find a. First of all, it's too comfortable for you. How tall are you?
5'7".
Dress size? Dress size?
8.
How much you weighed last time you weighed yourself?
1.5.
What? 175?
5.
Well, I would say that one, New York is an aggressive environment. I'm not kidding. Two, dress size 4'6". All these things. Where your feminine skills. Okay, your feminine skills. You got a cookbook?
I cook. I had a.
You're breaking up. I got 5 bars, by the way, folks. I don't know. That's hurting.
I had a.
Okay. Well, so this is what I would say to the audience. Learning how to become girly, because even if you have all those skills, ma'am, your image, your appearance comes off masculine, and that means you got to deal with that too. So it would probably take about a good 5 to 7 years. I'm not kidding. I've had people who run wife schools, run these kind of things. I've talked to people many times behind the scenes. They're like, a lot of these women are going to need about 5 to 7 years of intensive work.
Do you have a Do you have a class that I could pay you for?
To go to wife schools, they're not in this country. But I don't do referrals. I don't do referrals for free. But here's the thing. If you're looking for the solution, here's the thing. In New York, go to etiquette classes or finishing school. Start with that kind of stuff. Start with things around. If you're in New York and you're serious, especially if you're in Manhattan, anything that would help you get into society.
I'm in Toastmasters.
That's for public speaking. I'm talking about interactions. What clubs are you a part of? Not Toastmasters. Are you a part of like the Pyramid Club? Are you in the country? There's not a lot of golf in Manhattan, but country clubs. What do you do? What's your philanthropic work? What's your charitable work? But in New York City, there are plenty of etiquette classes. There are plenty of there's adult finishing school. All these things that you can go to. There's the new school that teaches some of this stuff. But bottom line is, there's a woman that people may not like her, but Anna Bay, School of Affluence. I'll talk about how she basically talks about how she transformed herself from a Russian yacht girl to a society woman. But it's a process. It's a process, and like anything else, it's going to require an investment. But I got to get on to the next person. I spent a lot of time here. Thank you.
You.
So, and see, what I'm trying to get women to understand is this bad bitch, boss chick energy. What does it serve? If it's money, great. How much money is worth? I mean, I would think you would need to be making $500,000 or more to make this shit make sense. Hello.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here.
How old are you?
29.
All right. So why do you agree with this boss chick, bad chick energy?
Well, I think that I'm on the way to becoming this kind of person.
Okay.
And I would like to say that I practice Buddhism. And in this Buddhism that I practice, we believe that women can be Buddhas. And I don't necessarily like being called a bitch.
I didn't make up the words, so we're going to go with what I'm doing. And
Sure.
This isn't about spiritual enlightenment or the Buddha. This is about getting money and being a boss chick or a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Are you on that path? Because I don't think that's synonymous with Buddhism, but I could be wrong.
So I think I am on the path.
Why? Why do you want to be a boss anything in the Buddhist? Make it make sense. It's like a Muslim eats pork.
I think those are two different things. So being a boss and a Buddhist, you can definitely make them align.
Right. What is the ultimate goal of becoming a Buddhist?
To be happy.
Spiritually or material possession?
To be happy.
Now remember, I got 3 black belts. I know plenty of Buddhists. So come on. Yeah, I do. So you can't bullshit me. Come on. Let's do it. Buddhism and materialism don't tend to line up very well.
No, but you can ask for things that are material.
Right, but that you can ask for things. Okay, ma'am. You're trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Have a nice day. Not the same shit. You say I want to be on Instagram. Buddhist out here getting paper. I'm a Buddhist out here getting paper, son. Buddha in this bitch. I'm a boss Buddhist. You're gonna go fucking viral.
I'll make you famous.
She's a bad chick boss Buddhist. Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
How old are you?
40.
40?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why do you agree with this boss chick, bad bitch energy philosophy?
To be quite honest, I don't really agree. I just really wanted to join and say hi, to be quite honest.
Okay, well, hi. I'm trying to get women who agree with this stuff so I can get on down the path. Get back to cooking, freckle face.
Bye.
Bye. Everybody was like, I want my 2 seconds of fame. Let's get back to this last woman. Let's get back to the Buddhist. You know, when the lady came in and said she was a Buddhist, you know what I thought when she said she's a Buddhist? This bitch. That's what I thought when she said she was a Buddhist. I'm like, what? This bitch. You a Buddhist? You can make them both be the same thing. I can be a Buddha and get that bread. I can be a Buddha and get that bank. This bitch. No, you really can't. This bitch. You cannot be a Buddha and get that bread. I can be a Buddha and get that bread. I can be a Buddha and get that bread. This bitch got me paying the rent, paying for shit, paying for our kids. Hey, Hey! Oh my God. Hey, Buddha. What happened to Buddha girl? You know what happened to Buddha girl? I don't know what happened to her, man. Somebody tell me what happened to Buddha girl. Hey, Buddha. I won't go to hell. You guys are horrible. You guys are horrible. You guys are trying to kick it with Buddha girl. And she telling me what's going down. Hey, Buddha girl, what's going on? Where you from?
From the streets. I'm a bitch from the
She's
streets.
a Buddha from the streets. She get that money.
Bitch, give me what you got. I get that money.
She's a Buddha from the streets. She get that money. Buddha, give me what you got. I get the money. Oh my God. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay. All right. So why do you agree with this boss chick, bad bitch energy thing? Why does it make sense to you?
Because we have women out here who can be boss women and wives at the same time.
Such as?
Myself.
Uh-huh. I'll take it for you. You can be boss. What does your husband do?
My husband,
You're borking out. Something's going on with your connection. I got 5 bars over here.
can you hear me?
We're getting there.
Okay.
You say your husband does what?
My husband was keeping my kids. He now works for the city.
Oh, you're keeping your kids.
Our kids. Yes.
Oh, well, then you just explained it. So you had a stay-at-home husband.
Uh-huh. And he now works for the city.
Where now he has to where the kids are yours, not his.
They're both of ours.
But that's not what you initially said. So do you think boss chicks or bad bitches get men of value?
Yes.
They do. They get
Yes.
men who other men respect and admire.
Yes.
In what way? In what way would you say the average boss chick or bad bitch gets a man that other men of value admire?
The other men of value admire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because other men of value who are men of value would admire other men of value.
That's a bunch of bullshit. Other men of value, it's like you used a derived equation. If you're a man of value, then a man of value will value a man of value. I don't know any men of value that value a stay-at-home dad.
Really?
No.
Okay.
They call him beta.
Okay.
There's no, I'm just saying. So I'm telling you that you said they're my kids, not ours. So it sounds like you got the dick, not him. And he was a stay-at-home husband. Fine, it works for you. But those kind of men tend to be, they don't rank high amongst other men.
Okay.
So you're trying to say that when he goes out in the world, he can stand out with his chest out because he's Mr. Mom. That's not how that works in our world. It may work for y'all. But do you think a boss chick can get a man that can be valued, admired among other men? In general, I know it can happen, but is that generally what happens?
No.
All right. So then why would you accept a lesser man?
I don't accept a lesser man.
Okay, why accept is it worth being a boss chick in general if you have to in general accept lesser men?
No.
Then what's the advantage in general?
To be a team.
But who's
to
leading?
have a man and a woman,
Okay, to be a
to
team.
have a
Okay,
man and a woman working at the same time,
okay. So
making
it's
a
time,
man
but
and a, okay.
who's leading?
Sorry, go ahead.
Your team, granted, and you're working at the same time, granted. But my question
Sure.
is this: who's leading?
Him.
Explain.
I feel like personally, as a woman of that makes good money, I value what my husband says and I lead by his example.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell you why that surprised me. Is because when you said he stays home with my kids,
Mm-hmm.
that was a Freudian. So I think you're saying what sounds good, but I think that you lead because you have dominance. They're your kids, and women who typically are in partnership, or damn sure women who follow their men, say our children.
Sure. Okay.
So I
I'll give you
mean,
that. I said my
as long
kids
as
and
it,
not our
as
kids.
long as it works for you, it's not. But here's the thing: I think it can work in one-off cases. But would you say that this is a formula to build a successful community, a successful city, state, nation?
If we had more women who put in the work to be of equal value and be able to put in and get out the same thing, then I think it would make our community better. So yes.
Do women typically do that? Put in equal value with no uh, girl push-ups. Meaning women have to do the same thing men would have to do. You got to put in equal value.
No. But then there are also women who don't want a man. Right? Like there are women who don't want that.
We're trying to see, I'm just going back and seeing if this is the formula for a better society or a more productive society, or at least what society are we going to get? Because to me, it sounds as though the women who are getting the outcomes you're talking about get it because you get to do girl push-ups and you get advantages. You don't have to put in the same effort as men, but you get to claim same effort. Then these women get with men who are lesser men, but when men have to do the hard work, we get with lesser women, and that's not a problem for us. It's the natural order. See, what you're talking about is a flipped order, and it doesn't build a strong anything. It can work in small doses, but it doesn't build a strong city, state, nation, country, society. But it can work for women who are willing to accept men that they have to lead, which is like that other woman said, I'm going to have to pay all the bills because you make all the money, right?
No, we both make money. We both make money.
You make most of the money.
But I mean, I'm responsible for paying the bills, but yes, we both work.
Well, when he was staying at home, though, who was making the lion's share of the money?
I was the breadwinner, me.
I was the man. Well, and I'll be honest, man, it can work. I know I have friends who've done this before, but I'll tell you, the men who I've known whose wives are like high-powered attorneys and things like that, this may not be your situation, but a lot of times these men were out there cheating because they had to feel like men somewhere. And it sounds bad because when we were going to work, we're like, damn, you get to drive this car, that car. This guy was always messing. Anyway. Oh, well, appreciate it, though. Good conversation.
Thank you.
I guess in doses. Bye-bye. I mean, she makes a point, If a woman is willing to pay the bills and have a man, but I will say, ladies, that what I did say has been more the norm. Guys that are in a beta position in a relationship, they tend to have to go somewhere to make them feel like the man. Because they can't go around the boys playing basketball or dominoes or poker, because we're going to say something. Hey, man, your wife let you use the car today. You playing poker? Okay. You in the blind right now? Okay, I'm put this down and I'm gonna raise 20%. You need to ask your wife, can you get some more money to stay in this hand? That's how we do. Fellas, tell them. You know how ruthless men are to men who gotta ask their money? Hey man, if you want to stay in this hand of poker, it's gonna cost you another $100. You better ask your wife to cash out you some shit. Hey, Big Shirley, can you hit your husband up on Apple Pay so he can stay in his hand? You know his jaw gonna get tight. Like, what you gonna do, bitch?
Beta.
What you gonna do? You know you better not hit me. Your wife can't afford another loss. What you gonna do? Oh, you want to swing on me? Oh, we are ruthless on these dudes. Hey man, we all gonna get some pizza. Did your wife give you? Did you get your allowance from your wife? Oh, you know these dudes be mad as shit. Oh, they be mad. Oh, they be mad. Oh, they be mad. Sticking their chest all out. Oh man, that is a dope G-Wagon your wife bought you. Did she get you them Louboutins too? Oh man, I thought you looked a little bit taller. You got the 6-inch pumps on today? Oh, okay. You working. Oh, we kill him. We kill him. Yo, bitch ass out of here. Man. Permission slip ass motherfucker. Talk about you respected by the men. Shut the fuck up. You ain't respected by nobody, pussy. It's like you probably just ain't nobody jealous. Let me tell you something. I mean, here's the thing. That was taken out of context, but there are women that be like, girl, baby, don't worry about it. They jealous. Ain't nobody jealous of Mr. Mom. Trust me. Men would rather have to work 60 hours and make $55,000 a year and keep their ego. Our ego matters to us. Respect matters to us. We would rather eat a syrup sandwich or a jam sandwich or some sardines or some Vienna sausages and fucking butter crackers. As long as you can walk in as a man with your chest up, you got to get money from your woman. Sorry, man. But you know what? Maybe that's just the guys that I know. Maybe that's just my lived experience. Maybe for guys under a certain age, but I don't. I can't talk about envy right now, man. I got to talk about it later on with more context. They are a married couple, okay? And I have rules when I talk about married people. Remember when Nicki Minaj and I sat down and talked? You guys have seen me when I talk to married women. I handle married women in a different fashion. And I don't know enough about this, and I don't want to just go off and say something because I have a standard that I live up to. So I'll speak about it, but give me a chance to get around to it, okay? You know, and I would rather not talk about it than speak about it imprecisely and be wrong, because that doesn't help us. It doesn't help us on this side. So I'll get to it. You know. Other people can jump out there and just say stuff imprecisely. It happens about, but you know. Hello.
Hi.
Damn, you just gonna like that.
I had to cover myself up. I didn't want to start news.
Cool. Hey, how old are you?
I identify as a 28-year-old.
You identify as a 28-year-old?
Yes. Since everybody can identify as a woman or identify as a man, I'm identifying as a 28-year-old.
Uh-huh. Why are you here?
Well, I was on your show before.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. And I know you know me because every time I get on this
No, I really
IG.
don't. I really don't.
Yeah, well, whatever. I know you know me, or your team knows me because you make sure to stop commenting. Don't even do that because you stop commenting.
Hold on. Slow your roll. Don't nobody know you.
Okay. But every time I get on here,
Why are
you stop the comments.
Why are you here?
I want to talk to you.
Why?
Because I do believe what you said.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you paying for all my shit. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right. Is that including your fade?
Huh?
Is that including your fade? Gotta pay for that too?
My fade?
Uh-huh. Oh, baby.
Cool. Holy shit, look at that rabbit.
I'm not sure where
ripping the
that.
chestnuts off.
So here you go. You pulling out all the stops with me. You pull. Oh. Exactly. Don't play no games with me. Just ask me questions and don't try to play games right now. Try to cover everything up.
You are nothing but a dirty, stinking, low-down hyena.
You done?
From the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get the money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got. I get that money.
G.I. Lane up in this bitch. G.I. Lane. Looking, bald head ass coming in looking like Cobra Commander. Oh, God damn it. Oh, Cobra Commander looking Skeletor ass. Oh, my God. Your team knows me.
Holla, holla.
Sure they do. My team knows her.
This bitch.
Yeah, my team knows her. She's that important. We have an entire dossier on the chick that needs the do-rag.
Not the bag. The bag. No, not the
We need an entire dossier on a chick whose haircut looked like Stewie. We need an entire dossier on her.
Holy shit.
Yep. Got to get an entire dossier on her just to tell her.
Be gone, fuck!
Enjoy your 15 minutes of fame. It won't last much longer. You cannot make this shit up, man. You cannot make it up. I swear to God.
I'll make you famous.
You cannot make this shit up. Oh my God, you can't make it up.
Execute Order 66.
You can't make it up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up.
This bitch.
Oh my God. She thought she was doing something too. She probably gonna get like a date and a half off of that. She like, girl, I went and got on Kevin Samuels' show. I had 3 dudes in my DMs, and one took me out to Buffalo Wild Wings. Girl, he even let me get extra cheese on the buffalo fries. Girl, next fuck around and find some dude, he might let me get bacon bits, blue cheese, and ranch. Right. Cobra Commander ass head. Oh, Cobra Commander. Oh, good. Oh, y'all stop that. Stop encouraging this shit. Hey, Buddha bless.
Hi.
Buddha bless. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. So have you ascended yet? Choyo.
It's Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. It's not.
Yeah, that is. Nappy head who?
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
You call me a nappy head hoe? What you say? There's some black people over here. You can't call nobody nappy head hoe. I don't like that over here. She said nappy head hoe. No, man. So what do you want to tell us, Buddha?
Okay. Well, I think what you are doing, correct me if I'm wrong, is trying to get women to be more respectful to men?
No.
Okay.
What I'm trying to do is help women understand what the kind of men they want from a woman.
Can you help me?
What kind of man do you want?
I want a nice, responsible man. I want a family man, a businessman, a man who likes to read, pray.
A man who likes to read and do what?
Pray.
You want a family man, a nice man, a responsible man, a man who likes to pray, a businessman, a man who likes to read.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. How old?
Under 40.
That's a big age range.
Oh, above 25.
How
28.
old are you?
28.
You want children?
I want them.
How many?
3 to 5.
What state do you live in?
New York.
City?
New York.
New York State or New York City?
New York City in New York.
Okay. Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife?
Yes, but I like to work.
Mm-hmm. Did you go to college?
Yes.
Did you finish college?
Finish is like PhD or finish
Finish
is
with
like...
bachelor's, graduate.
I have a bachelor's.
In what?
Education.
Okay, so you're broke. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're broke. Yeah, you're broke. And how much money would a man need to make in New York City to raise a family of 5, have a wife and him, so 7 people?
Well, I don't have to stay here. But,
Okay, but you're going to have to meet him there, so we start.
Okay, a lot. I don't even know.
That's the problem. See, when I asked you what you want in a man, you said all these things, but then it gets right down to it, and you ladies really want a lifestyle that comes attached to money. How much does it cost to have 5 kids when the average child in this country is around $300,000 per kid, middle class? Do you want your kids to go to college?
Of course, but I don't know much
Hold
about
on. Do you want to be able to travel domestically and internationally with your family?
Yes.
Okay, so you're talking about kids that are $500,000. You want $2.5 million worth of kids plus you and him. How much would your husband need to make since you're going to be a stay-at-home wife?
Like you said, millions.
Right. So that's much more than a nice man, a businessman, a family man, a man who prays, a man who likes to read. You want a rich man. Because he has to be rich and then all those other things, ma'am. I listen very well, and I'm too good at what I do. Don't play. You want a rich man. How tall are you?
5'11".
Dress size.
10.
How much you weighed last time you weighed yourself?
190.
Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower, your natural face, what would you rank yours? Just your face. You can't use 7.
8.
Beyonce's an 8.
I know.
So you're up there with Beyonce?
Yeah, I didn't get out the shower just now.
Okay, take off your glasses. You're cute. I'll give you a 6. You're not
Okay.
up there with Beyonce. You're trying to.
I
You're
don't
not
have
unattractive, but
Beyonce's
you're
money
cute.
either.
Excuse me?
I don't have Beyonce's money either.
Well, Beyonce didn't have Beyonce's money until she earned it. But you're not an 8. Beyonce's an 8. Sweetie's an adjustable 6. You're a 6. You're cute. It's not a bad thing. You're cute. But it all comes down to an equation. At what point in life did a 6 foot tall, 200-pound cute woman ever get rich men?
But I'm not 200 pounds.
190 is 200 pounds.
And I'm not 6 feet tall.
Hey. You're disagreeable, Buddha. The energy's all wrong. I'm just asking. Because you asked me, you said, can I help you? And I'm trying to help you. And the first thing is reality. Wherever you think you rank is where you rank. Do you have millionaires, rich men trying to marry you right now?
I don't talk to enough people to know.
That's an answer, no. Okay, so what you qualify for, what any cute woman qualifies for, is an average man. An average man in this country, do you care if he's black or do you care what race he is?
I prefer him to be black.
Okay, the average black man in this country earns $41,500. That's roughly $22 an hour or $21 an hour. That's what you qualify for. And you have a degree in education. You're 5'11", 190. After 5 kids, you will gain an additional 20 pounds per kid, roughly. 20 to 50. I'm giving you the low end of the scale. So by the time you get rid of those 5 kids, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're gonna at least have another 50 to 60 pounds of baby weight on you. That's gonna put you every bit, yes ma'am, you will. Because you're not, first of all, this is not my first rodeo. When was the last time you were a dress size 4?
Elementary school.
Thank you. So thank you. You don't have a track record of being in shape. So you're not going to all of a sudden snap back. This is as good as it gets. So 5 kids, an additional 60 pounds. That's going to put you right at 250. 5'11", 250, 5 kids, average woman.
I will never be 250, Kevin.
After 5 children, you'd be lucky if you're only 250.
I'm an educator. I know how to handle kids. It's not that.
But you don't seem to know how to handle a treadmill or a diet. Why aren't you 145 pounds right now, educator?
I think that I'm going to go now.
You need to go to the gym.
I do, but
Okay, you asked me, and I just told you, and you act like I'm offending you with the reality. And here's the thing, I want you guys to understand, reality is offensive to women because she wants 5 kids. She wants 5 kids, and she wants to get there, and she would like to be a stay-at-home wife. And I didn't judge either way. Man. But you asked, and I said, all right, how much would a man need to make? You said, I don't know, and that's a problem, educator. How can you get something in this life that you don't even know? How can you get
I didn't say I need 5. I said 3 to 5.
3 to 5. 3 to 5 is still more than your broke ass can afford. You can't afford 1.
I also said I'm willing to work.
This is the Buddha, y'all. See, here comes Buddha. Here comes Buddha right here. This is the boss bitch Buddha right here. Been there, namaste. Namaste, go away.
I don't say that.
Namaste, go away.
I don't do that.
Have fun another day. God damn it. I mean, why are you upset with me? I'm 5'11". Okay, I'm 200 pounds. I'm only 190. That's a sandwich and a good dump. See, and that's the reality. Women do not like the truth. They want to be lied to. Yes, you're 5'11". Yes, you want 3 to 5 kids in New York City as an educator. Yes, you can have it all. Your kids will have college and you can travel domestically, internationally, and all you have to do is pray to Buddha. It'll all happen. And yes, you will not only, she is going to be a woman that has babies and loses weight. Nicole Murphy, with your fine ass, Nicole Murphy, she said, I'm gonna look better than Nicole Murphy after I started having babies. Nicole Murphy was thin before she started. Let's go ahead. Hey, Jeff, remember I told you about Nicole Murphy? Yeah. Nicole Murphy, shall we? Since you want to talk shit, lady, you got the right one. You should have played nice. That's a 5'10" woman with 4 or 5 kids. You see what she's doing? It's called exercise. You see what she's doing? It's called exercise. It's called exercise. When's the last time you did that other than exercise your mother flipping mouth? What is she doing? Let's see, I take my protein shakes and all other kind of shit. You know, that's a woman who, you talk about you at 8. Sorry. No, you're not on this level. And she's 50 and has already done what you said. She's still working out. This is what's wrong with that bad bitch boss chick about time Lizzo ass energy. Chill my ass. I'm going to go ahead. Go on ahead. See that thing right there, man? That's called a midriff. You ain't seen one of them since your ass was like going to recess, getting chocolate milk and chasing ice cream. God damn it. You ain't seen one of them since your ass was on the monkey bars doing seesaw. Nicole, tell us something. Nicole Murphy, like, I do not like this guy. I do not endorse any of this shit this guy is talking about. He's using my name in vain. I'm going to hit him with the power of the great eyes. I'm going to use dark side omega beams and hit this motherfucker with the power of the gray eyes. Don't kill me, Nicole. Don't kill me. I'm just using it for an example, you know. We cool. The tall ass. That woman's tall, man. I only weigh 190 pounds. I'm not going to be 250. I know how to handle kids. I know how to work with kids. I know how to deal with kids. Whatever the hell you said. Or swear to God. And you wonder why, you know, whether you like me or dislike me, why programs like mine are needed. Because it doesn't matter. The relevant amount of delusion in the average modern woman is palpable. To the point to where you're mad at me because your ass decided to, you know, go to Chick-fil-A and get the Dunkin' Donuts. I didn't do that to you. Stop going to fucking White Castle. I didn't do it to you. Real Buddha will help me. I'm sorry, I didn't do it. Ain't my fault. Oh my God. They're like, Kevin, that was unnecessary. You did not have to do that to that girl. You should have just left her alone. Why? You see what she did? Acting crazy. All right, y'all, I got to get up out of here. We're gonna, on the way out, we're gonna, hold on. We're gonna have to give her the power of, hold on, let me do it for you. We're gonna have to do it for you. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to give her the power of, I'm going to hell. But y'all coming with me, damn it. I'm going to hell and y'all are coming with me. On the way out, we're gonna have to give her the power. Holla, holla. We're gonna have to give her the power. The 5'11", 5'10" power of Nicole Murphy. There you go. That's what you're reaching for. That's namaste, num num yorenge choyo. There you go. When I grow up, I want to weigh just like this. When I grow up, I want to be just like this. If I can just pray and focus, the Buddha will help me enlighten myself to lighten my big ass. The Buddha will help me enlighten myself to lighten my big ass up to where I ain't no more close to being 200 pounds. I will be enlightened so I can float across the frothy ocean water and go through with a two-piece bikini at 50 years old. We're going to pray to the Buddha God, Nicole Murphy, so I can be like this, so I can get a rich man. Nam nam nirenge ochoyo, namaste. Oh my God damn it. You fucking with me? You fucking with the best.